let's talk bullet journaling. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today I'm going to give you a flip through of my bullet journal, tell you how I started it, what I do with it, and sort of get you up to date with what I'm doing. You will notice that this is actually, when you watch this, is much later than what it was recorded, simply because, well, that's the way these things work out. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably be seeing more pictures of my bullet journal, and it will be more up to date. But this, I want to show you how I'm doing, and I've been doing this for about a month and a half, and I really love bullet journaling. So let's just jump into it. And the first thing that I did was, and the first thing that I didn't do, was not buy a new bullet journal. I had a graph notebook. This is just a simple book that I got from Walmart, and then I just used it because I had it, because I knew better than to spend money on something like this, because I wasn't sure I would actually do it. So the first thing that I did was create a key. The key is really important. The key shows you all of the different things that you're going to need to know about. In my key, if I have a task, I will put a dot for it and then write down the task. When I complete the task, I'll put an X on it. If I need to move that task to a different day, I will then put a little greater than sign. Or if I need to move that task to like a different month or something like that, or different week, I will then put a forwarded task, which usually jumps it back to my overall monthly thing, and I will use the less than sign. If it gets deleted or is irrelevant, does not need to be on there, I will cross it off. If it's an event, it's a circle. If it's a note, it's just a dash. An important thing is, or it's urgent, I'll put a star next to it. What's really interesting is this needs research. I've actually changed that so that if it needs research, it becomes a question mark, and if it's an idea, it's been exclamation point. Makes sense. The YouTube part of that I really didn't use. Now, what I also don't use is the index, and I've heard a lot of people talk about the fact that they do not use their index whatsoever. I will flip through the book and find what I need really quick, and I know where it is. You'll also notice that the pages are numbered. I numbered those by hand simply because it was really easy, and I left a lot of pages for my index, but I probably won't use them whatsoever. Then I did my future log. My future log is just that. It has a calendar and it has all the months and things that I know that are going to come up in those months, and I write them down there, so that way when I'm doing my weekly or monthly bullet journal page, I can refer back to this and I have those important things there, and I also can write them down when they come up. So let's start off how I started this. I started this in December, and I just started this plain simple. This is just a minimalist bullet journal, which just had the day, the activity, and then I had the task that I wanted to do for that month. Didn't really like the spread. I kept track of my exercise and my meditation that I did every day, but wasn't all that exciting. So we do a weekly spread. Weekly spread just has the day, the date, and then what's going to be happening for that day. You'll notice that all 7 days are there, and then I have a notes section. This was really simple to do. I did try to get somewhat artistic on this, but it's really easy. But these were the early stages of my bullet journal. As you can see, I started to get more into it starting on the 10th, where I really started keeping more track of what I was doing, how I was doing it, and the events that were taking place. I started with a tracker. My tracker is just, I wanted to keep track of my sleep and also the water intake. My water intake was really easy. I just put the day of the month and then the cups of water that I did, and then fill in the squares as I did that. Also, for my sleep tracker, I put the day and then the number of hours, and then fill in the squares as I slept. That worked out really well. This tracker was going to be my tracker for my for my exercise and meditation. Did not like that whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, so I found a different kind of tracker. This tracker, I keep track of the cleaning that I do, and then the other various things that I need to do or have done, and it also helps me keep track of what's been going on. Things like if I ran the dishwasher a lot, I can remember to change the dog's water bowl in the morning, so I'm not forgetting about things whatsoever. I just have the day of the week and then the date on there, and it's so simple. The mood tracker isn't all that important, but you can just see your different moods, and I do have a key so that for this one I used, it was just, there were supposed to be light bulbs from a light set, and you can see how I was actually feeling for the month, and it's just something sort of neat to do. I was going to do a different kind of future log, but I did not like this future log, so I did not continue it. That's the cool thing about this. With a bullet journal, make the bullet journal yours. If you decide you want to do it a certain way, do it that certain way. There are tons and tons of different videos on how to do this. Now this one shows a lot of how you can move a task, cancel a task, because on the 17th I was going to make oat milk, but I did not need to do that until later, simply because of the way things worked out. But as I did a task, I'd cross it off, and it really does. If you have like a task that's in progress, you can put half a slash on there, and then when you finish it, you can finish off the slash. Now, the fun part about this is you can have all sorts of things on your weekly calendar, and then you can go look at it, and it just keeps everything there and in perfect harmony. Now, come January, what I started doing was I got a little bit more artistic. I do like this page, New Year, Be You. That was something which you did hear about in January. And I did a monthly page, which I don't really use it, I'll be honest with you, 100%. But I also was able to start using the theme, which you'll notice that my theme for my spread for the month will also be the theme that you will see in the videos. Yeah, sort of easy that way. This tracker, once again, is the same repeat as the last month's tracker. Everything is just about the same, and this tracker was what did not work. This was going to be a combination of sleep and mood tracker, and I would just mark the different moods and everything, and there's a key at the bottom. Did not like this whatsoever. The water tracker was just exactly the same. It's just this time it went down the page. That I do like. So next month it will be different, and that's a cool thing. I can change this up. I've watched tons of videos to see how other people do this. Then you get into your, once again, weekly trackers. The weekly logs, and then the weekly logs are really interesting. Now, if you're wondering why this weekly log looks sort of funny, it's simply because I tried to do a video where I was going to write down, do my weekly page, show you how I did it, and I found out that I do something weird. I actually write at an angle, which is how I've always written. And I forgot about that. So when I do this, I'm going to have to actually angle the camera so that you can see that. But yes, and so the writing looks very, very strange. But this is last week's, and it's just so easy to keep track of all the things which I need to do and all the things which I have done. And it is so simple. And then this week, which we're doing, I did a different one because I'm going to start keeping track of my meals, which I can write my meals there. I have the week, I have the day of the week, and then I have my task that I need to do, and also I have a spot for doing my meals. It is that simple. Now, some of the things which I can tell you about and can warn you about is, don't decide to spend a whole lot of money when you first go into this. You can do your tracker, you can do your bullet journal without spending a penny. You could use just a pen. You don't have to have anything special. All of those things are just bonuses. If you want that, you'll love it. But for mine, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be posting more about my tracker about my bullet journal on Instagram. But you can see what I do and how I do it, and I will be doing more videos about the bullet journal. But if you have questions about this, let me know down in the comments what kind of questions, because I know that this video is probably really long already. So I just want to show you, flip through through this and show you how I did it. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and also ring that bell so that way you get notifications when I do new videos. So I hope I get to see you again next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.